And we are live. Oh, it's time for the next patch reading. No, not really. Oh, I do wish somebody had told me like how long this one is. It's fine. It'll take as long as it takes. Hi. Hi. Error occurred while launching the game. I think that's because at the exact same time that I launched Dota, an update just came out, which I think is just to announce that whatever team that won that tournament just won that tournament, so they're going to TI or something. Jesus, Dota? Dota, you good? There we go. Alright. Hello, and welcome to Dota 2 7.41b. Patch notes, first impressions, with a very large asterisk at the end saying, again, if you watch the previous patch notes, I've been playing on the patch. We're past the patch. This is now 2 out of 4 patches that I'm doing in days in a row to get caught up, basically. So I have already played on this patch. I've played many games on this patch, done a couple of in-houses on it. About a month's worth of games on the patch, because that is the time between B and C. I will not be going over a fuck ton, but you know, state of the game. Yeah, the clockwork. I think it starts to be a menace around this time. Uh, that's all I really remember. Also, people loving the consecrated wraps. That's the item's name. And I mean, that's all I really remember. It's not too much of a prelude, but again, Chancer and I still kind of adamant that this probably some of the best Dota has been in a while. Not that it's perfect; it's still got a fuck ton of problems. The game is still a little unwell, sick, but you know, getting like better. So let's just go in. Tormentor! Reflect damage reflection per minute decrease from 2% to 1.5%. Sure. I mean, I still think Tormentor sucks. Sucks less in some ways than it used to. It sucks more in some ways than it used to. But I think overall, still not really super worth your time. Black King Bar Avatar now has a fixed duration, is not affected by buff duration amplification. Bro, it's. I'm pretty sure it's just like a fucking. I mean, I wouldn't even really classify this as this kind of change. Consecrated wraps. All stats decreased by 1. Hollow stacks are now item charges instead of a stat counter on the buff. This is mostly just so that like this shit makes more sense UI wise. All charges are consumed when the barrier is created. Charge restore time of Hollowed is not affected by effects that reduce or modify cooldowns. Yep. Hollowed now starts with all 3 charges when it's purchased or built. Gaining the max stacks requirement for the speed buff is removed. Initial 3 charges don't provide the movement speed buff. Hollow charge gain time increased from 3 seconds to 4 seconds. Woo. I think the item is, again, as I said in the previous one, I think this item is nowhere near as good as people are making it out to be. I think it has a couple of uses, but I still think that I personally think it's a little bit of a flop of an item. Because if it's good, I think it's way too obnoxious in the sense that, like, wow, I did damage to a hero and then they blinked. That's really fun. But, and also to be fair, like, that has largely been my experience with the item. Is that, wow, this item is really unfun. But you know, There's always got to be some of this stuff in a patch. We can't just have like a purely good patch. Like, come on. Leipnir. Eternal Chain's radius increased by 50, which is that is just an insane line to read. It's just I don't know. That's like effective radius increased from 350 to 400 due to the item's built-in area of effect bonus. Sure. Glipnir is broken, but I mean it's still not nearly as broken as it was before. Like in general, but whatever. Heaven's Halberd, health regen increased by 0.5. Woo! Oh, let me see. Okay, that's not a component thing. How about the Overlord? Dominate cooldown decreased by 5 seconds. Dominate target units. Max health minimum increased by 100. Sure. Whatever. Neither of those things, I think, really matter. I mean, the cooldown actually kind of matters, like, a little bit because, it means that you can dominate a new one to reset it. I know that it has this damage buffer thing, the 3 second thing, but it moves really fast, so there's a lot of ways to have it not take damage for 3 seconds to deny it. But I don't think it moves the needle a lot. Holy Locket. Energy charge incoming heal amplification increased from 10% to 15%. Holy Blessing outgoing heal amplification decreased from 15% to 10%. So they move a little bit of the heal amp from the passive to the active. So that because they're trying to move the item to not just be like this. Hey, you buy it so that you can shove a big flower into somebody's mouth. You buy it so that you can use the item and then shove a big flower into their mouth. Smiley face. But I'm fine with this. I actually think that Holy Locket is just gonna get power crept into a position where like it's just super broken because I think it's really hard for the average player to understand. Mage Slayer, health regen bonus decreased by 0.5, magic resistance bonus decreased by 2%. The magic resistance change does matter. But it should be fine. Mage Slayer is, I think, still super broken, especially since I've been playing on the patch for a while, and it's still pretty good. Sanj, health restoration bonus decreased by 4%. It's fine. I'm just trying to. I don't think anybody was like really. Uh, I don't know. It really doesn't affect a lot, especially because it doesn't. It didn't go to. Oh, it did go to Abyssal. It's right below it. And then Abyssal Blade loses 4%, Sanjin Yasha loses 4%, Kaya and Sanj loses 4%, but it's fine, bro. I mean, these items sucked anyway, but listen, you don't buy Abyssal for the health restoration. Neutral item changes. GD Pollen Bag, an item that I still think is really, really, really good. As its radius increased by 200, so it's more usable. But to be honest, like I cannot imagine that the pick rate of this item is good, like at all. Conjurer's Catalyst, which everybody seems to be like loving. Spell over now has a zero point 0.1 second internal cooldown. Still can proc multiple times from a single instance of high damage. Spellover damage threshold increase from 100 to 200. Spellover damage from hero targets increase from 40 to 80. Spellover damage from creep targets increase from 15 to 30. Uh, I think Conjurer's Catalyst is really good, but I think that after this change, it's significantly less good because of this threshold. But it's really hard to notice. Enchanter's Bauble, we do not care. It is a useless neutral item. Idol of Skriok. False flight duration increase by 1.5 seconds. Don't care. Dormant Curio doesn't matter. Metamorphic Mandible. Pupate movement speed bonus increase from 15% to 20%. Sure, but honestly, I still think it's really hard to use. But I think I need to give this neutral item more of a shot. The problem is it's got some pretty good competition. Rattle Cage, reverberate projectile physical damage decrease from 110 to 90. Yeah. Rattle Cage is very, very good. Book of the Dead. Demonic Warrior no longer has true sight ability. This is a travesty. Stealing his whole thing, dude. Minotaur Horn. Lesser Avatar bonus factors increased from 50% to 60%. Sure, who gives a shit? Rift Shadow Prism, Refract cooldown, decrease from 30 seconds to 27 seconds. Sure, who gives a shit? And Crude gets its bonus decreased again, which is a little funny. Neutral creep changes Ancient Frostbitten Golem, the Time Warp Aura. I did not know that they changed this. That's fucking crazy. This is a super lesser known thing. Uh Cooldown reduction decreased by 2%, 3%. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. This shit is actually like stupid overpowered, but no one knows, and it's really annoying to abuse anyway. So all right, quick little item section. Al the Chemist, base agility decreased by 3. Just as a little heads up, I'm pretty sure during this period of time, Alchemist was just like an absolute menace, and a pretty big factor in all of it. So this makes sense. Level 10 talent, plus 1 acid spray armor reduction replaced with plus 1% corrosive weapon release, slow slash damage reduction per stack. I highly recommend taking that because I actually think that this is super good. I don't think people understand how good corrosive weaponry is in a lot of situations. Level 15 talent, plus 1% corrosive weaponry, slow slash damage reduction per stack, replace with plus 1 acid spray armor reduction. Hey, always take the Goblin's Greed, provides plus 3 damage per stack now, because of the way that the axe functions. It's just so good. Ancient Apparition, Bone Chill, Strength increase from 0.3 to 0.8. Again, sure, little bro. Sure. Anti-Mage. Mana Break. Max mana burned per hit increased by 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. Again, it matters, but really what this translates to is for every 1,000 mana, right, you're losing, like, what? Two more? Two more mana? up to 5 more mana per 1,000 mana. So I know that like it's a little frustrating to read these numbers or to see that these numbers increase, but it's 5 more mana per hit, sure, but it's really not a huge deal. This part of it. Level 20 talent, blink cast range decreased from plus 150 to plus 125. Sure. I don't think you should be taking that talent anyway, like in 99% of games. Zet! Level 20 magnetic field cooldown reduction decreased from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. Sure. Level 20 talent plus 200 Spark Wraith damage replaced with plus 30 seconds Spark Wraith duration. And then level 25, 30 seconds Spark Wraith duration replaced with 240 Spark Wraith damage. So that when the Spark Wraith duration talent didn't see a number change, so that's just a buff on that front. Level 25, Runic Confusion, all attributes decrease from plus 1.5 to plus 1. I mean, I don't think I've seen a single Zet, so it's really hard to comment on any of this. So honestly, I'm just not going to. Fuck it. Bat Rider. Base armor decreased by 1. Uh Down to 3.2. That matters. Definitely means that like when he goes in, he's definitely like a little bit more vulnerable. So it kind of makes the laning in side lanes, I think, more dynamic. But in the mid lane, I don't really know how much this matters. Firefly cooldown increased by 3, 2, 1, 0 seconds. Sure, I don't think that this matters. Level 15 talent sticky napalm movement slow increased from 0.5% to 0.75%. Sure. Yeah, that's very competitive. I mean, I think it was competitive even before this number change. So, okay. Beastmaster. Base attack speed decreased from 100 to 90. Beastmaster was an insane problem hero during this period, from what I remember. I remember if he was in a game, it felt like his team was just more likely to win. I don't even remember like what led to it, but oh my god, I just kind of groaned whenever I saw him. Wild Axe's debuff duration rescaled from 12 to 10, 11, 12, 13. So -2, -1, -0, +1. Level 10 armor talent, armor decrease from 5 to 4. Okay, sure. Level 10, okay. Wild Axes decrease from 2% to 1.5%. Okay, so then both just got reduced. I think it's like a little crazy that this Wild Axe's damage and per stack talent is so early on in the tree. It feels like it should be a later talent than to be like a level 10 one. Bloodseeker, Rupture mana cost increased. I don't remember Bloodseeker being this present for him to get nerfed like 2 patches in a row like this. Level 25, increased by 25, 25, 25. Who cares? That shit is offset by like literally one, not just an item that incidentally gives any amount of agility. Level 25 talent max thirst movement speed decreased from 18% to 15%. That is definitely noticeable, but also we're talking about level 25 talent. But, I don't know, fuck it. Who cares? Again, I didn't even really see him that much. Brood Mama. Base agility increased from 18 to 20. Okay. So plus 2 damage. I don't really think that. I don't even know if I've seen Brood Mother. So it's really hard to comment on this change. So sure, buddy. Chaos Knight. Phantasm cooldown increase from 75 to 85, 80, 75 seconds. Number of phantasms increased from 1 to 3 to 3. Phantasm damage decreased from 100% to 50, 75, 100%. So basically, Phantasm's been kind of reworked to like what it was a while ago, where it doesn't scale on illusions number now. It scales on the effective, well, the efficacy of those illusions. Which, sure, sure. I think that in general, this is like an easier and better thing to balance, but also I think it also raises Chaos Knight skill ceiling a bit because microing illusions. But I do really wish that we would do something about like the blink dagger build, basically, where Chaos Knight will get a blink dagger, a spawny illusions blink dagger, and then just reality rift all of them so that they're nice and safe and sound nearby. And like, there's not really much you can do about it except for like, I don't know, have a sheep stick so that you can instantly stun him when he blinks in, which I think is a little lame. Chen, Holy Persuasion, bonus damage increase from 0, 6, 12, 18% to 5, 10, 15, 20%. So that's plus 5, plus 4, plus 3, plus 2. Yeah, I think that it was a little mean to tell him like to fuck off, basically. But hello, Chen, another hero I just like haven't seen, but also probably struggling after people were kind of used to the other way of playing him with the faucets and shit. Links! Level 10 talent strafe duration increased from 0.75 seconds to 1 second. I mean, I would probably still just take the Skeleton Walk cooldown. Skeleton Walk is illusions, I think. Not illusions, skeletons, right? Yeah. Crystal Maiden. Crystal Clone cooldown increase from 10 seconds to 12 seconds. Definitely impacts like the farming ability of Crystal Maiden, but I mean you still just always buy the shard. It's just so it's too versatile. Farming in fights with your old Dawnbreaker. Break of Dawn max damage increase decreased from 10 plus 1% per level to 8% plus 1% per level. Yeah, it's still like way too much. I still think this thing is super broken. Death Prophet. Exorcism Spirit damage increased from 64 to 65, 68 to 71. I'm just going to trust these numbers. So it's like plus 1, plus 4, plus 7. It matters, but at the same time, it doesn't. Like, I don't really think it moves any needles. Doom! Scorched Earth damage decreased by 0, 5, 10, 15. Holy shit, that's actually like a pretty big decrease. Doom damage per second decreased by 3, 1, 0. Sure. Talents, level 10 talent Devourer grants 15% magic resistance replaced with plus 10% magic resistance. I mean, honestly, I think that that's kind of like an upgrade. Level 15 talent from plus 66 damage replaced with plus 1.5% Infernal Blade max HP as damage. But that talent was used to be the level 20 talent, and but at 2.5%, which I think that that's actually a pretty sizable upgrade for this talent. That to lose 1% but come 5 levels earlier, especially 15 to 20. But the 20 is replaced with the 66 damage, which remains the same value, which is significantly worse than what it was at 15. But I think that the 20 talents are competitive with each other. It's just that this talent lost a lot of its like efficiency. I just don't really remember Doom being like this much of a problem, but I do vaguely remember people picking him, but I don't really remember thinking, oh wow, this dude is fucking like impossible. Drow Ranger, here is a hero that when I continue to see them, I basically am like, fuck you, you suck. Base agility increased by 2, and subsequently their damage increased. Wow. I think it's unnecessary, but marksmanship, enemy hero disable range decreased from 325 to 300, so you have to be closer to Drow now to disable marksmanship, which I think is bullshit. I don't think that it should have to be this close. I think it should be like 400. Glacier. While on the Glacier, marksmanship now can be disabled by enemies in proximity. So before, a part of Glacier was that if you were on the Glacier as Drow and someone was near you, it would not disable the marksmanship. And they are doing away with that, probably, but for a couple of reasons. Like, probably no one knew that. And two, it kind of like reduces ways to counterplay the hero, which is probably not super healthy for the game. Level 25 talent, multi-shot waves increase from +1 to +2. Okay, yeah, but you should just always take the marksmanship chance. It is so broken. Upgrading your true shot for your ultimate true strike from 40% to 48%. That's a little bit of a weighted coin flip for you just to avoid any evasion is pretty good because at level 25 there's generally like some butterflies coming out, and it kind of stops it. Honestly, like, saves you from having to buy an MKB, because if you could instead just have another item that lets you attack a little bit more, then like marksmanship kind of has you covered on the numbers front dealing with evasion. I should probably at some point go over like the mental process of dealing with evasion, like knowing when you're good versus you can't let them be evading, but it's kind of complicated. Oh my god, it's silly. I didn't change the scene.
Well then,
No, I'm not starting over.
or you should stop doing stuff. You did that. You need a quick section.
No, never. It saves too much. I'd rather this happen than ever have to delete a stream. I hate having to delete streams. Oh well, I mean, I read all the changes, so deal with it, motherfuckers. If you really care, just when you're watching the video, just go pull up the patch notes for 7.41b. All of the tools are in your possession. I'm sorry about this, but I'm not going back and re-talking about all this shit, okay? Tauren Chieftain. Momentum, bonus speed to armor increase from 3.6% plus 0.4% per level to 5% plus 0.5% per level. Bro, shut up. Ember Spirit, base damage decreased by 3. Sleight of Fist mana cost increased from 60, 65, 70, 75 to 75. So it's plus 15, plus 10, plus 5, plus 0. I do sort of remember Ember Spirit being good, but like, here's my problem with doing all this is that, hey man, Chain Gang was like very good. I think it was too good, obviously. So I think you probably need to do something. I think Ember Spirit needs to be like re-looked at just in general. I don't think that the hero's in like a very healthy spot design wise because of a lot of other things that have kind of changed around him. Enigma Event Horizon. Movement slow increase from 4% plus 1% per level to 5% plus 1% per level. Sure. Demonic Summoning. Fixed Eidolons on having an 8 attack damage spread. Eidolon damage increased by 0, 1, 2, 3. As a result, there's Zeus damage rages, which I'm not going to read you because that's a lot of numbers. Sure. It's insane that they stopped having it. I don't actually mean what happened before. Gyrocopter. It's actually so good that they're next to each other sometimes. Flak Cannon, cooldown rescale from 26, 24, 22, 20 to 25 seconds. So it's minus 1, plus 1, plus 3, plus 5. That actually has like a pretty large impact on the hero in a lot of ways because it means that a value point in Flak Cannon kind of goes crazy, and it opens up I think more points in the other abilities, especially because of the way that we sort of itemize Gyrocopter, generally speaking. So I actually think this is like a little bit crazy. Cooldown decreased by 15, 10, 5 seconds. This feels I don't know, it feels like mixed messages to a degree because it feels like they're like, "Hey, stop stop just farming." Okay? But at the same time, it also kind of feels like they're like, "Hey, if you only put 1 point in it, So I'm not really sure what to make of it. Because I feel like this change is like, hey, Gyro, go fight more. Also, we made flat cannon take like a bit longer, so this kind of impacts like the longer term of like your farming. But at the same time, if you only need to put 1 point into flat cannon, it has you can put more points into the other abilities, right? And that lends you towards a little bit more fighting. But also, if you put the other points into like rocket barrage, you can just farm a little bit better, right? So and also it opens up your farming like earlier, right? Because you only need 1 point in flag cannon. Little interesting. I know that like relative to before, you're like, okay, with 1 point of flag cannon was 1 second different before they could have farmed it level with 1 point. I was, yeah, I know, but like that when they're farming, they can put points into the other abilities, which kind of I think maybe incentivizes joining fights a bit more. Hoodwink, Hunter's Boomerang. Debuff duration decreased from 7 seconds to 6 seconds. Wow, we fixed it. Thank you. Invoke now grants Invoker an additional ability point at hero levels 6, 12, and 18. Sure, fuck you, Invoker. Level 20 talent +1 orb levels replaced with plus 50% forged spirit armor reduction. He's got such crazy good talents. I think that both of those 20 talents are pretty competitive, but I think in general, two meteors does a lot like for your game. But there's like a really annoying play style that the Forge Spirit talent kind of helps with, but also I mean there's also a cool one that it helps with because I think right click Invoker is like a little neat, but it is also annoying. But the ratting thing, the D armor doesn't matter so much because it's really for pushing the waves, less the buildings. But it does mean that like if a hero shows up, namely like the position 4, the position 5, a lot of position 4 and position 5s cannot fight uh, too many forward spirits. So this talent muscles out some of them even more. Like Crystal Maiden. If Crystal Maiden like walks up, God bless you, my child, walks up to like two forge spirits, even like later on in the game, like they can actually do some damage to her. And maybe even like Sunstrike kill range if people aren't really careful. God bless you, my child. Is you sneezing okay?
I'm asking Oishi.
Oh yeah, it's good. That's good. Listen, this patch note's super scuffed now. We're off the fucking script. Anything goes. This patch notes. I fucked it up so bad. It's a month. It's like months late. No one's fucking here. I didn't switch the damn scene. This is gonna be a diamond in the rough. Like if anybody ever finds this VOD and actually watches all these patch notes back, this is gonna be a really funny one to go through. Shakira. Dual breath cooldown rescaled from 10 to 12, 11, 10, 9. So it's plus 2, plus 1, plus 0, minus 1. Liquid fire burn damage rescaled from 15, 25, 35, 45 to 12, 24, 36, 48. So minus 3, minus 1, plus 1, plus 3. Listen, at the start of the game, you are not hitting liquid fire a lot of the time anyway. Like, it's nowhere near as bad as it once was, but liquid frost in the beginning part of the game is just so strong. Obviously, if you're just straight up trading with the other person, like you and Crystal Maiden are attacking each other, there is an argument for liquid fire. Or if you're trying to like lower harass or mess up the enemy's last hits, then you can do that. But if they're running away, if they're not attacking you, you put liquid frost, which is a slow, and you put dual breath on, which is a slow and attack speed slow. It just kind of goes crazy early on. It's so effective. Macro Pyre mana cost decreased by 50 at all levels. Which is okay. I really don't think it's like a big deal for Jakiro. I feel like Jakiro. I mean, Jakiro has mana problems because he spams, but like mana costs on Jakiro are felt a lot more in the dual breath ice path department, less the macro fire. Eh, I'm kind of teetering back and forth on it. Level 20 talent macro fire damage increased from 20 to 25. Yeah, but you can't take it because the other talent says ice path. Ice path is just one of those things. If you see it, you take it. Sorry. Juggernaut. Base movement speed increased from 300 to 305. Bullshit. Base agility, blade form base agility per sec increased from 2.5% to plus 0.05% per level to 2.5% plus 0.1% per level. Bullshit. Blade form is super fucking bullshit. It's way too good. Level 20 talent, Blade Fury damage per second increased from plus 100 to plus 120. Okay, yeah, but take your Blade Dance crit damage, bro. It's so obvious. Keeper of the Light, Azalor. Bright speed, intelligence required for one movement speed increase from 2.5 to 2.3. Okay. Sure. Spirit form cast range bonus decreased by 0, 25, 50. Okay. Level 15 talent, spirit forms bright speed bonus decrease from plus 30% to plus 25%. Yeah, bro. I don't know. It's a level 15 talent. I honestly don't care so much what you take. I would personally, I think, take the blinding light damage because it lets you clear creep waves a lot more consistently. Thanks for showing up, Coddle. I mean, the spirit form change I think is the biggest impact here, but honestly, these are nudges. It feels like Largo Encore bonus duration increase from 9% plus 1% per level to 10% plus 1% per level. Sure, bro. Croak of Genius mana cost rescaled from 25, 35, 45, 55 to 40. So it's plus 15, plus 5, minus 15. Sure. Duration increased by 3, 2, 1, 0. Again, sure. I like basically never feel Croak of Genius. I kind of like the design of it, but I just wish that it was a little bit more apparent. Like when it does stuff. I wish that like its effect was not like its visual effect, but I wish that it had more presence in the game. I guess. Full belly blitz. Aghanim Scepter damage per stack decrease from 6, 12, 18 to 6, 10, 14. So that's minus 0, minus 2, minus 4. Level 20 talent, Catchy Lick damage increase from plus 170 to plus 200. I got no idea between these. Oh, well, I mean, the talent changed anyway, so we'll save comments on that. Lycan. Shapeshift cooldown decreased from by 5 at all levels. Sure, bro. Magnus. Agility gain increased from 2 to 2.2. I cannot believe that we're buffing Magnus in the modern day. Fuck you, Magnus. Meepo! Base movement speed decreased from 315 to 310. Strength gain decreased from 2.2 to 2. Ransack, health, steal, heroes decreased by 2 at all levels. Divided we stand. Max health and max mana bonuses from items are now penalized by the number of meepos, like other item bonuses. No longer shares cooldowns of town portal scrolls. Mega Meepo. Cooldown increased by 30 seconds. Duration decreased by 5 seconds. Holy shit, dude. They fucking hate Meepo. They're tired of this motherfucker. Level 10 poof damage replaced with minus 1.5 Earthbind cooldown. Level 15 damage. A talent, which was the Earthbind cooldown, replaced with 40 poof damage. So the poof damage stays the same. That's a huge nerf. The Earthbind cooldown also lowers its thing, but it moves down in tiers. And I would still kind of say that this is not a great exchange because at level 10, the Earthbind cooldown I feel is less noticeable. You have less meepos. The poof thing is very noticeable even when you have very few meepos because it impacts stacks and camps and stuff. So I don't know. This whole meepo section is such a huge downgrade for meepo. Oh, a level 20 rain sack health steal decreased by 1. Sure. But like, get fucked, meepo, I guess. Monkey King. The balanced king of monkeys. Changing of the guard cooldown increased from 3 seconds to 5 seconds. Yeah, it was really obnoxious. Talent level 10 talent tree dance cash range decrease from plus 150 to plus 300. This does matter in like some situations, but like overall it's fucking fine. It's fucking fine. Naga Siren base attack speed, it decreased from 110 to 100. Eel skin evasion per Naga decreased from 4.9 plus 0.1% per level to 4% plus 0.1% per level. So that's actually like it's like a 1% decrease basically. Uh, I'm sure. I don't know. I haven't really seen like any Naga, let's be honest. Furion! Hate this guy. Wrath of Nature base damage increased by 10 at all levels. Fuck this guy. His innate is just super broken. Necrolite. Deathseeker mana cost increase from 125 to 160. Actually a big change, but it it shouldn't like ruin anything. It should just be fine. Night Stalker base health regen decreased by 1.25. How much do you have left? Oh my god, he had 3 health regen?
Sunshine.
They should hit him with the Night Elf thing, and they should make it so he just like innately doesn't regenerate as much health during the day or some shit. I think Night Stalker should be worse during the day and better at night. We should go back to the time where we're super scared of the night. Nerubian Assassin Vendetta duration decreased from 60 to 45, 50, 55. So it's minus 15, a minus 10, a minus 5. That's it. Definitely matters that there is like the time gap for sure between cooldown and duration, and they've made it like significantly larger. Uh, it narrows down a bit of Nyx's plays. But I think Nyx is actually still super good. Omni Knight, Hammer Purity damage to heal increased by 5%. Omni Knight, I think, was like super down in the dumpities around here. Guardian Angel duration increased by 0.25, 0.5. Agony Scepter bonus health restoration decrease from 100% to plus 50%. Hey, sure. Level 20 talent, degen aura radius increase from 125 to 150. Yeah, but I think you should more often be taking your purification cooldown. And 150 more radius on degen aura is like ginormous. But it's also very hard to feel the effects of degen aura in like most games. Pangolier, lucky shot attack speed reduction decreased by 5, 10, 15, 20. Sure. Bro, just like rework Pangolier to a degree, man. I feel like the ugh. I feel like he's in a way better spot than he has been for like a while, but that I don't know, like there's still just like a portion of the hero where it's like, what are we doing? Rolling Thunder total attack damage as damage decreased from 100% to 80%. Wait, what? Wow. I was unaware that it did that. That's bonkers, man. He's a universal hero. Alright, I mean that's just broken. We gotta change something about that. Phantom Assassin, strength gain increase from 2 to 2.2. Sure, whatever. Phantom Strike duration increased from 2.5 to 3. Bonus attack speed rescaled from 100 rescaled minus 20 plus 10 plus 0 plus 10. No, minus 10 plus 0 plus 10. Okay, okay. So it starts worse, ends like a tiny bit better. Coup de grace, critical damage increased by 0, 25, 50. I kind of hate that. PA is also, I think, not an amazing spot. Phoenix! Base attack range decreased from 525 to 500. Okay. Sunray! Aghanim Shard no longer slows affected enemies by 10%. Okay. Sure. Thanks for showing up, Phoenix. Primal Beast Pulverize cooldown increased by 5 seconds at all levels. Definitely matters because I definitely felt like Pulverize is a 2, maybe even 3 times a fight ability if the fight starts with it. And 5 more seconds, I think, kind of muscles it out of 3, and it's like a 1 to 2. two is definitely feasible later on in the game. Level 10 talent damage decrease from plus 30 to plus 25. For sure. Pudge, flesh heap strength gain per stack increase from 1.6 to 2. That's crazy. We love our Pudge. Can't have him not be, I don't know, like amazing for 2 seconds. Rubik, level 20 talent, telekinesis, lightning damage decrease from 325 to 300. I mean, I don't think you should be taking it anyway. I think you should be taking the other one. Sand King, Epicenter, attack slow decrease from 50, 55, 60 to 30, 40, 50. So it's minus 20, minus 15, minus 10. I mean, that definitely matters. That's a lot. That's like a Hyperstone. Aghanim Scepter Stinger damage decreased from 50% to 40%. It should be even lower. Fuck this Ags and fuck Sand King in general with this Ags. Shadow Demon. Disruption illusion duration decreased by 3, 2, 1, 0. Holy shit, that's a huge hit to level 1 disruption. Level 15 talent movement speed decreased from 25 to 20. You still take it. I think that both talents are super broken, but movement speed goes crazy, gamers. Movement speed goes crazy. Shadow Shaman, intelligence gain decreased by 0.2. Wow. Silencer, level 59 global silence cooldown reduction decreased by 5 seconds. Yeah, I mean, it's still like just an always pick. The talent is just insanely good. They got to do something about this other 15 talent. There needs to be some competition for this. But also, making competition for reducing global silence's cooldown is rough. Skywrath Mage, base mana regen increased by 0.25. Okay, thanks for showing up. Slardar, Guardian Sprint, cooldown increased by 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds. Okay. It does matter, like, a little. At those early levels, because he has the, like, can't be slowed at the start thing now. So, I think it does have a meaningful impact on the hero. It's like, you gotta put a couple more points into this if you want to be the I can never be caught out unless you have, like, a million stunts guy. Slark, Essence Shift duration decreased from 12.5 seconds plus 2.5 seconds per level to 10 seconds plus 2.5 seconds per level. So basically lost like a level. Which I think is kind of fine, but I really like playing around Essence Shift in the lane, and this really like negatively impacts that, so. Brownie face. Level 20 talent essence shift duration decreased from 25 seconds to 20 seconds. It's also really funny because it already got reduced in the previous patch. But I mean, even at 20 seconds, I think it's super competitive, man. I kind of like Slark, except for the Ags. I think the Ags is a bit cringe, but Snapfire. Speaking of cringe, Scatterblast cooldown decreased by 1 second at all levels. Initial radius increased by 25. Sure. I think Snapfire is super good until we do something, I think, a little bit better about Lil Shredder. Spectre! Strength gain decreased by zero point 0.1. Dispersion! Max radius decreased from 800 to 700. Okay. Okay? Uh, that makes me feel complicated things. Uh, I mean, it matters for like auras, right? Because it means that like your aura carrier can be 900 away from the Spectre and not be in dispersion. Yeah, it's like 200 range buffer as opposed to 100. 100 range is very little. It's like barely manageable. 200 is like reasonable. You can play around 200 range. So I maybe this is actually a kind of sick change, but I don't know. It's really complicated, like what it actually does, right? Because of something like I just described. It means that this part of Spectre is like a lot lower, and this is actually something I really like about Spectre. I love the dispersion aspect, and I would like to see a little bit more of like a dispersion specter versus a desolate specter, like a little bit more of a dichotomy between the two. Because I think it's weird that the hero just has both of these, right? Even if like you're like a desolate focused specter in the current day, you still get to reap the benefits of dispersion, which again just gives you 18% more health, basically. Because for people who don't know, the damage that you reflect from dispersion, Spectre just does not take. This is also you can also read this as Spectre takes 18% less damage. Level 10 talent, Spectral Dagger cooldown reduction decrease from 4 seconds to 3 seconds. Alright, you can take either of these talents now, I think. Yeah, I think that this is a lot more of a choice now. We finally reached the breaking point for me on this talent where I'm like, because before I've been super on the spectral dagger. It does a crazy amount for your game having more spectral daggers. Techies level 10 talent, magic resistance decrease from 20% to 15%. It's still really good. Level 15 talent, blast off damage decrease from 2 plus 200 plus 175. It's still really, really good, but honestly, all of Techie's talents are very, very, very good. So it's a little bit of a tough call. Like I think it really depends on your game and like what you're doing as Techies. So I can't really give you this like a general advice. Use your best judgment. Look at the situation. Think. I know, crazy, crazy. Terrorblade, level 20 talent. Conjure image duration decreased from plus 10 to plus 8 seconds. You still just take it. It's just too good. Tide Hunter. Base strength decreased by 1, so he lost 1 damage. Leviathan's Catch now gains fish on every level instead of on every even level instead of every level. Okay. I mean, that was definitely a good change. Because, I mean, that was a lot of fish before. Level 15 talent, gush damage decrease from plus 100 plus 90. Sure. I mean, it's a pretty competitive talent pick before, and I guess even now, but I would probably lean towards the Ravage. But it does depend on the game, because sometimes Gush is going crazy. Plus, if you're getting eggs, right, Gush talents have like a completely different value to them. Level 25 talent, Anchor Smash affects buildings now deals 50% damage to buildings. Well, they should probably note that down on the talent. But anyway, that's a pretty huge blow. But honestly, I think it's still just clear in a way the better choice. Timbersaw, Whirling Death. Damage rescale from 75, 120, 160, about 210 to 60, 120, 180, 240. So it's minus 15, minus 0, plus 15, plus 30. Okay. Whirling Death points are good. Especially because you also get the per tree, yeah. And it scales so well now. We're out of my era of Timber Chain being the thing to max, I think. Yeah, by a long shot. Maybe not a long shot, but it's kind of complicated to just to talk about like why I was doing the thing that I was doing before, but I think that things have just changed now, which is a little sad for me because I kind of liked the way I was doing it. Timber Chain damage increased by 0, 5, 10, 15. Chakram pass damage rescaled minus 25, minus 0, plus 25. Timbersaw is a hero that needs levels. Holy shit. All 3 of these changes are saying, hey, if you play Timbersaw, you need XP. I think I understand a little bit more now. Maybe some of the other people I've been seeing play Timbersaw have been playing a little bit more passively earlier on. It makes a bit more sense to me. Tinker! Deploy turrets, missile speed increase by 150. Base activation time decreased by zero point 0.3 seconds, so it's down to 0 now. Aghanim Scepter no longer makes activation faster. Okay, sure. Fuck off, Tinker. Tiny intelligence gain increased from 2.2 to 2.4. Tree Volley no longer applies cleave. Okay, sure. Trent Protector. Nature's Grasp cooldown increased by 3, 2, 1, 0. Damn, dude. Nature's Grasp is down in the dumpities. Tusk! Bitter Chill attack slow decreased from 17 plus 3 per level to 12 plus 3 per level. That's a -5 off the base. Definitely matters at like the start of the game, but I really don't think it matters so much later on. Because it's like, yeah, 350 units. Drinking Buddies no longer has an alt cast. Bonus armor decreased from 10 to 7. Yeah, hell yeah. But also fuck Tusk as well, at the moment, at least. Void Spirit, Dissimulate. Damage decreased by 15, 15, 15, 15. Sure, I guess. Still does a million damage. Wind Ranger. Wind Runner. Leeralai. Base health regen increased by 0.5. Power shot slow increased from 20, 25, 30, 35% to 22, 28, 34, 40%. So plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5%. Kind of fucking bonkers, don't you think? Gale Force cooldown decreased by 5 seconds. That's insane. I can't believe we're ever buffing Gale Force. This ability is so amazing. I have now reached the end of the patch notes. And you can even see them. Isn't that crazy? Uh, so I'm gonna go over my thoughts, and if you have any questions relating to Dota, feel free ask them now. I think that this patch is a very weird middle ground. Honestly, I think it's kind of nice that I skipped a lot of these patches because like honestly they feel very very small and largely insignificant. Like I shouldn't say insignificant. What I should say is that like there it feels like there's a ton of nudges. There are definitely some, bigger pushes. The Nyx Assassin change, the Meepo changes, uh Jug changes. I honestly even maybe even the gyro ones. Uh these Timbersaw changes as well. They kind of feel a bit more impactful, but at the same time, they don't really feel like this should have warranted such a big investment from me. And so I'm kind of glad that like these got put off a bit, right? That I didn't forsake my vacation to get these done. But it is, it does suck that like I didn't get them like when they were fresh and blah blah, but it's whatever. We got a lot of time, you know? But if you somehow find yourself watching the stream, wait, no, there are no questions. So now I do the end patch thing, which is if you somehow find yourself watching the stream or the video or whatever I say for these things, I should really figure out what I say for patch notes and just say we consistent on that one. But if you somehow find yourself watching the stream, thanks for watching. I'm sorry, or whatever I say. Bye. Oh wait, no, we don't mute the microphone there. Instead, what we do is we do marker and patch. Okay, patch notes are over. So now I'm looking for gamers. Listen, you love that song.
Just telling the streamer. Do you
I
know?
I know you love the song. You're sharing it with more people. How does that mean you love the... Did this guy go to bed and then wake up and then just instantly fire up some more repo? That's crazy.
This guy just woke up and playing with me. Yesterday daytime he streamed for 6 hours. People. Then when wake up, he also play Lipo again. Then wake up, he will play again.
I take a little piece. Doesn't seem so long, but it's definitely longer than that one I just did. But I should still be able to do it. And I'm probably gonna start streaming really early tomorrow because I feel bad that I've done so little streaming. But it is Dota time. Game plan is out of date. Fuck. Another patch. No. Not you got them there. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Enter the dragons. Ready.
Prepare for battle.
The skies are ours.
Oh yeah, it's in the bag.
Ice advances.
30 seconds to battle.
With twinned nature. Forward.
It's in the bag.
Shall we? After you. Yes.
Let's get moving.
The freezing rain. We ride the updrafts.
First blood. Double kill.
We are Hastinu. Firebird.
I'll take that.
Dragonfire. We go hot and cool.
Not what you expected?
Fired up.
You guys got no regen.
Breathe your last. Ice and fire. Double trouble.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Between attack. No two ways about it. My flames grow. We go. Doubly so.
Boom, there it goes.
The scalding cold. Gust of wind. Two on one.
my honor in your blood.
Fired up. Shall we? After you. Yes. Go.
Do it with flair.
With twin nature.
Homing in.
Alright.
Yes. Advances. The scalding cold. Ice and fire. No two ways about it. Illusion.
And it's off. Death in a cave.
Crystal Maiden is so greedy, so selfish. Denying themselves like that.
Double trap.
Self-serving thing that they did. Didn't help their Skeleton King like at all.
Updrafts.
Killing spree.
Both accurate and precise. Missing bottom.
The skies are ours. My ice. Fired up.
Rock it on.
With twinned nature. The skies are ours.
Radiant structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack.
Scalding cold.
Don't let your middle tower fall. Why is this happening?
Freeze and burn.
Your double tower is under attack.
Ways about it.
Your bottom tower is under attack. tower fall? Killing spree. Double kill. Your middle tower is under attack. The enemy's top tower is dominating. Triple kill. Your middle tower is under attack.
Prostrate yourself. You did.
Mega kill.
You had this life.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Embrace us.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes. The freezing flame. Double trouble. With twinned glitter.
I'll take that.
Yes. By thrust of wing.
Incoming.
Double kill.
Forward. Yes.
Don't let your middle tower fall. Radiant structures have been snow fortified. Your middle tower is under attack.
The skies are ours. Shall we? We're under attack. Ready.
Radiant's barrier has been killed.
Get on.
Worth it, I think.
We rise again.
Monster kill!
So. We blow hot and cold. Ways up. Powering up. Ice advances. Dragon fire. The scalding cold. Consequences. The skies are ours. We will hunt.
The enemy's bottom tower is gone. You did the right thing.
Yes. We fly. Double trouble. The freezing flame. Sky embraces.
The enemy's middle tower didn't know what hit it.
And burn.
Killing spree.
Dragon fire. We strike. Doubly so. Ice and fire. Pay the price. No two ways about it. We go.
You really should look at your bottom tower. The enemy's top tower has fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Whoa, look at it go!
With twinned nature.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Fired up. Forward.
Moves like this.
We ride the updrafts. Fired up. We fly. Molten power. Scalding cold.
Ownage.
Ice and fire.
Dominating.
The skies are ours.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Yes.
Ownage.
Freeze and burn.
Your top tower is under attack.
Double trouble. We go.
about your top tower. Your top tower is under attack. There's no more top tower. I thought this might happen.
Own it!
I tested your metal and found it wanting.
After you.
Boom!
Embrace us. I see
You
that.
really should look at your bottom tower. Your bottom tower just fell. Maybe you shouldn't look. Mega kill killing spree. Killing spree. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Double trouble.
Dire's structures are fortified.
We ride the updrafts.
Incoming! And it's up!
Mega kill!
Enemies close, and their corpse is closer.
Unstoppable! Double kill!
If you come back, I'll kill you again.
The enemy's middle barracks are no more! The enemy's middle barracks have fallen.
Sky. Embrace us. Doubly so. The skies are ours.
I'll take that.
Shall we? After you. The freezing flame. We fly. Ice advances. We blow hot.
This Skeleton King is having just a miserable game.
The scalding cold. Yes. We go.
Tell me someone's
Killing spree. Double kill.
Freeze and burn. No two ways about it. Yes. Shall we? By thrust of wing. Doubly so. With twinned nature. Firebird. We ride the updraft. The freezing flame. Ours.
Double kill.
By thrust of wing.
Look at it go! The spell.
30 minutes in this game, I still don't have my tier 2 neutral item. Jesus.
The scalding cold. Sky, embrace Embrace us.
Fuck. Fuck.
Let's talk about your top tower. Your top tower is under attack.
We ride the updrafts.
Let's talk about your top tower.
Yes.
Double kill.
Yikes. Bros.
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant have fortified their structures.
Double trouble.
And it's off.
We're not ready. Ready. Ice and fire. Ice advances. Shall we? After you.
Players here.
Shall we?
Don't let your middle tower fall. You really should look at your bottom tower.
Yes. Ice and fire. We come. You can't escape us. Sky, embrace us.
Your top tower is under attack. Let's talk about your top tower.
Boom, there it goes.
Killing spree. Double kill. The enemy's bottom barracks are fallen.
We go hot and cold.
The enemy's bottom barracks have fallen. Nice. Fire have fortified their structures. The enemy's top tower just shattered into little pieces. The enemy's top barracks have fallen. Ice cold. Enemy's top barracks drop like some instant heaven they have things. Double kill. Killing spree. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Mega kill. Mega kill. Double kill. Radiant victory.
I fucking dominated this game. Oh. I think I know why I dominated this. Uh, ain't nobody here, right? Ain't nobody here.
Mancho pra pé. Suyan. Vai, ele só vai.
Alpha's offline, so nothing with Alpha.
Já vai. Vai. 気分的にそう。
What do I want to do? Are they gonna do Warcraft 3? Let's just do Warcraft 3 to close out. No one's here, so why not? Why shouldn't I just indulge? If this orc versus orc is mass Torrens again, then I will not watch anymore versus orc. Torrens versus Torrens is fucking boring. It honestly just feels like it's a roll of the dice who wins. Okay, they're both thinking of barracks. They're both thinking blade. Okay, it's. I'm actually all QQing. I know what the rest of the game looks like. Same hero, same units. Yeah. Well, I mean that's fine, but the problem is that in the matchup, so Torrens are like these big melee units, and there's like not much to the fight. Like they don't really get to do a lot because they don't have like any abilities or anything. So it's the one ability they do have is that like 30% of the time they will slam their thing on the ground and it will do like big damage in an area. But it's just like a chance. So that's why I'm saying like it's just like RNG who wins. There's a lot of orcs playing right now. Orc versus Night Elf at 2 minutes. Let's get this human versus Night Elf. In what the? What is he doing? Why am I watching this at regular speed? Speed it up. Okay, Demon Hunter versus Mountain King. That's rare. I also have to reverse the players.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Okay, is it fast? It's fast. So they're both gonna be level 2. Demon Hunter's gonna have a little bit more XP. Is he doing the trick? No.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's microing the fight. -1 archer, should be -1. Oh, I can't believe he gave up on that footman the way that he just did. Oh my god, he's got a crystal ball. So if any archers start hiding here,
A town is under siege.
Town Hall's almost
A player's
finished.
forces are under attack.
Refilling peasants. I mean, he needs to make a farm. Well, I guess he doesn't because his Town Hall. Well, Demon Hunter TPing in. No immolation for this though, but I mean, he's definitely getting some peasants here. Probably needs to militia them. Militia and run? Hello? Gamer? And that was super bad. Bolt and bash! A lot of militia coming
Player's
in.
forces are under attack.
Also bought Dust of Appearance, but I'm not really sure how much good that's gonna do him. I mean, oh shit, he actually has another Tree of Life, so he's also expanding. But I mean, he's gotta get to it. Other archer dies. I think the footman died. One archer hit in the camp. Footmen are going crazy on these archers.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 2 for Night Elf. An eye on a footman. There's no way that archer should be dead. If it's a Moonwell. One of these footmen, I think, should be dead, unless some nice blocking from both of them, but I highly doubt it. Catching some straggler units. Oh, maybe a deny, though. Nope, barely. Demon Hunter did not do the usual thing where he, steals the item from the mid-camp. Probably just because the harass came too early. This is a weird-ass matchup.
A player's forces are under attack.
Quick little scroll, quick little clear. How much does scroll heal? 225. That's okay. Expo is now started. 60 seconds.
A player's forces are under attack.
Double lures are coming up. It's a little risky to do double lures at the same time as the expo, isn't it? No, I guess it just doesn't matter. He is a little behind, because I think it's like 8 minutes where you're supposed to get your first bears out.
A player's forces are under
A
attack.
little creeping, even though being highly pressured. This Shredder is so dead. Oh my god, living? No repairs? I can't believe he didn't repair it. Just one peasant repair. Oh my god, but he kills the Demon Hunter and he's gonna kill the panda. That's really bad. Is he gonna buy back both? Yeah,
A player's
what's
forces
going
are under
on?
attack.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, Night Elf can't have their hero off the map like that. Alright, Naga second with Mountain King. I guess it's to maybe help with this push that's about to happen. Both players are on 2 bases. Humans on, you know, low upkeep though. Building farms, maybe for the
Town is
60
under
push.
siege. A player's
Blacksmith
forces are
also
under
coming
attack.
up. Is he really just gonna mass them? I guess he is double barracks. Just a casual ancient war over here. Dryads are now coming out. Steals Demon Hunter's mana. Cheeky little kill there.
A player's forces are under attack.
Archers are fallen. I think this Mountain King is also going to die. It is very late TP. This Naga is also going to die. All 4 heroes are going to be off the map, I think.
Town is
The
under
mana
siege.
shield? Both players running to mid to buy back their heroes. Okay, I mean, he's gotta run a Dryad now. Footmen are killing Wells. Ooh! They're actually gonna just train the panda. Naga went and got a
Player's forces are under
invul
attack.
pot. He doesn't have the lumber to buy the demon. I mean, it's over. Yeah, if your demon hunter's off the map, it's just over. I have not seen that kind of play in a hot minute, man. Okay, I'm gonna end stream. If you somehow find yourself watching the stream, thanks for watching. I'm sorry. Today we did Dota 2 7.41b, Passionless First Impressions, and then Daily Dota, and then I did a tiny amount of casting. But it's time for me to go to bed, probably. But I should be streaming a lot earlier tomorrow and Sunday. And I should be getting more stuff done. I should be getting patch notes done both days, maybe. We'll see. But if you somehow find yourself watching the stream, I'm sorry. Bye.